Welcome to the Shocking History Photos channel. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss more incredible stories like this one. The 1920s marked the birth of Hollywood's golden age, a time of glamour, fame, and fortune. But beneath the surface, dark secrets and shocking tragedies were hidden in plain sight. Early Hollywood was a time of breathtaking innovation but minimal safety, where actors and crew risked life and limb in the relentless pursuit of cinematic perfection. Harold Lloyd's daring stunt in Safety Last remains one of the most iconic images in film history. Dangling from a clock tower high above bustling Los Angeles streets, Lloyd appeared calm and confident. But behind the scenes, the reality was far more precarious. Lloyd, already a legend for his comedic stunts, had survived a near-fatal accident years earlier when a prop bomb exploded in his hand, costing him 2 fingers. To perform the clock tower stunt, he wore a prosthetic glove and relied on carefully calculated precision, while the lower floors of the building were padded with mattresses to cushion a fall. A misstep could have resulted in catastrophic injury. Lloyd's gamble paid off, and the scene became an enduring symbol of Hollywood's audacity. The epic chariot race in Ben-Hur dazzled audiences with its scale and intensity. Filmed on a massive arena set constructed just outside of Rome, the scene featured real horses, speeding chariots, and dozens of stunt performers. But this pursuit of realism came at a grim cost. Horses were pushed beyond their physical limits, with many collapsing and dying during filming. Stuntmen faced constant danger, and one performer reportedly broke his spine after being thrown from a chariot. The race's carnage was so extreme that modern viewers might find it difficult to watch, knowing the toll it took on both animals and humans. The 1927 film Wings, the first movie to win the Academy Award for Best Picture, was lauded for its thrilling aerial dogfight scenes. To capture the intensity of World War I air battles, filmmakers used real planes, piloted by daring stunt actors and aviators. The risks were immense. Planes crashed during filming, and several pilots lost their lives. The director, William A. Wellman, insisted on authenticity, even when it meant putting performers in harm's way. One tragic incident occurred when a pilot misjudged a maneuver and collided with another aircraft, resulting in a fatal crash. Buster Keaton, often called the Great Stone Face, was renowned for his physical comedy and daring stunts. In Steamboat Bill Jr., Keaton orchestrated one of the most dangerous stunts in cinematic history, standing still as the facade of a collapsing house fell around him. The opening of the facade was precisely measured to clear his body by mere inches. A single miscalculation could have crushed him. Keaton's dedication to realism extended to all his films. In Sherlock Jr., he performed a motorcycle stunt where he narrowly avoided oncoming trains and traffic without a stunt double. The risks were real, but Keaton's insistence on performing his own stunts solidified his reputation as a trailblazer. Dorothy Arzner, one of Hollywood's first female directors, broke barriers in a male-dominated industry. Known for her innovative techniques and fearless attitude, she once directed an intense action sequence that showcased her creative genius. During the filming of The Wild Party, 1929, Arzner worked tirelessly to choreograph intricate scenes, ensuring that every shot carried emotional and dramatic weight. Her ability to command respect on set and execute such high-stakes sequences earned her the admiration of her peers. Fire scenes were a staple of 1920s Hollywood drama, but safety measures were primitive at best. To create realistic flames, directors often used kerosene and gasoline, turning sets into tinderboxes. During the filming of The Phantom of the Opera, 1925, a massive blaze was staged to depict the opera house's destruction. Actors and crew had little protection, and several suffered severe burns when the fire spread unexpectedly. Stunt performers, often the unsung heroes of Hollywood's golden age, bore the brunt of the industry's recklessness. One of the most shocking incidents involved a stuntman in Hell's Angels, 1930, a film known for its stunning aviation sequences. During a shoot, a plane's engine failed mid-air, and the stuntman barely survived a crash landing. Though he lived, The injuries he sustained ended his career. Women also contributed to the world of stunts, often doubling for leading actresses in perilous scenes. Helen Gibson, one of the first female stunt performers, made a name for herself in westerns, where she executed daring horseback rides and death-defying leaps. Her fearless spirit paved the way for future generations of stunt women. Animals used in films often faced horrific conditions. In Noah's Ark, 1928, which featured a dramatic flood scene, hundreds of animals were forced into rushing water. The chaos resulted in the deaths of many animals, and several actors narrowly escaped, drowning themselves. In another chilling incident, a lion used in Samson, and Delilah suddenly mauled its trainer during a rehearsal. Despite years of experience, the trainer couldn't predict the animal's violent reaction, leaving him severely injured with deep wounds. The chaotic scene underscored the unpredictable dangers of working with wild animals, a harsh reality often ignored in Hollywood's quest for dramatic spectacle. While these risks pushed physical boundaries, Hollywood's scandals revealed a different kind of darkness. The glitz and glamour of 1920s Hollywood masked a world rife with scandals and heartbreaking tragedies. Behind the polished facade, lives were destroyed, careers ruined, and mysteries left unsolved. The following stories reveal the dark realities that lurked in the shadows of Tinseltown. Mabel Normand, one of Hollywood's earliest comedic icons, was known for her effervescent charm and larger-than-life personality. But her life took a dark turn when she became entangled in the unsolved murder of director William Desmond Taylor. Taylor, a close friend and rumored lover of Normand, was found shot in his home in 1922. The murder shocked the industry, and though Normand was never formally accused, her association with the case tarnished her reputation. Her career never fully recovered, leaving a bittersweet legacy of laughter and lingering questions. The tragic death of Olive Thomas, one of the first true Hollywood starlets, remains one of the industry's earliest scandals. At just 25 years old, Thomas accidentally ingested her husband's mercury-based syphilis treatment while on vacation in Paris. Her untimely death shocked the world, but whispers of foul play and a tumultuous marriage added layers of intrigue to the tragedy. Thomas's radiant beauty and potential were lost too soon, and her story serves as a haunting reminder of Hollywood's relentless pressures. Wallace Reed, known as the perfect matinee idol, epitomized the charm and allure of the silent film era. But a train accident during filming left him in chronic pain, and his reliance on morphine for relief spiraled into a tragic addiction. Studios worked tirelessly to protect Reed's image, but his struggles became too severe to hide. At just 31 years old, Reed succumbed to his addiction, leaving fans and colleagues devastated. His story exposed the darker side of Hollywood's quest for perfection, where stars were often sacrificed at the altar of fame. Roscoe "Fatty" Arbuckle was one of Hollywood's most beloved comedians until a scandal shattered his career. In 1921, Arbuckle hosted a party at a San Francisco hotel where actress Virginia Rappe later died under mysterious circumstances. Arbuckle was accused of manslaughter, and though he was ultimately acquitted, the trial destroyed his reputation. Newspapers sensationalized the case, painting Arbuckle as a villain and marking the first time Hollywood's decadence had been thrust into the public spotlight. Arbuckle's career never recovered, a tragic end for a man once at the top of his game. Virginia Rappe's death was not only a personal tragedy, but also a pivotal moment in Hollywood's history. A talented actress and model, Rappe had a promising career ahead of her before her life was cut short at just 26 years old. The public frenzy surrounding her death and the trial that followed highlighted society's growing fascination with celebrity scandal. Despite the media circus, Rappe's life and work are often overshadowed by the controversy, a sobering reminder of how quickly Hollywood can turn its brightest stars into cautionary tales. The murder of director William Desmond Taylor remains one of Hollywood's most infamous unsolved cases, Found shot in his upscale Los Angeles home, Taylor's death exposed the seedy underbelly of the industry. Suspects ranged from jealous lovers to studio rivals, and the investigation revealed a tangled web of secrets, including his rumored relationship with actress Mabel Normand. Despite years of speculation and numerous theories, Taylor's killer was never identified, leaving his death as one of Tinseltown's greatest mysteries. Lon Chaney, the man of 1,000 faces, captivated audiences with his transformative performances, but one of his most iconic films, London After Midnight, 1927, became infamous for more than just Chaney's chilling portrayal. The film was plagued by rumors of a curse after several cast and crew members experienced untimely deaths or mysterious accidents. Chaney himself faced immense physical strain from the prosthetics and makeup used in his films, often sacrificing his health for his art. Today, London After Midnight remains a lost film, its legacy tied to both Chaney's genius and the eerie aura surrounding its production. Early Hollywood's quest for spectacle and realism often blurred the line between ambition and recklessness. Directors pushed the boundaries of what could be achieved on screen, creating some of the most breathtaking moments in cinematic history. Yet behind these iconic scenes lay a trail of destruction, peril, and loss. The 1923 fire at Universal Studios was one of the most catastrophic events in early Hollywood history. Sparked by an electrical malfunction, the blaze tore through the studio backlot, consuming entire sets and priceless silent films. What made this fire particularly tragic was the loss of hundreds of films stored in nitrate-based reels, highly flammable and irreplaceable. These films represented the pioneering spirit of early cinema, and their destruction was a devastating blow to the industry. While no lives were lost in the fire, its impact underscored the precarious nature of Hollywood's golden age. Buster Keaton's 1926 masterpiece, The General, is celebrated for its elaborate stunts and technical innovation. One of its most infamous sequences involved a train crossing a bridge that collapses into a river below. The stunt required meticulous planning, as Keaton insisted on using a real train and bridge for authenticity. This scene, often referred to as one of the most expensive stunts of its time, was fraught with risk. While Keaton emerged unscathed, the sheer danger of coordinating such a massive set piece highlighted the daring nature of productions during this era. The wreckage of the train became a tourist attraction for decades, a testament to Hollywood's relentless pursuit of realism. The Sea Beast, 1926, a retelling of Moby Dick, pushed the boundaries of what could be filmed underwater. Actors donned primitive diving suits to perform stunts beneath the waves, grappling with heavy equipment and unpredictable water currents. The filming conditions were hazardous, with several performers reporting injuries and near drownings. The underwater sequences were groundbreaking, but came at a significant cost to the cast and crew's safety. This production served as a stark reminder of the challenges of achieving innovation in a time before modern technology. John Ford's The Iron Horse, 1924, is an epic tale of the Transcontinental Railroad's construction, and its massive set pieces reflected the monumental scope of its story. One of the film's climactic moments involved a train crash staged with real locomotives. The scene required actors and crew to work in close proximity to massive, moving machinery, a risk that modern productions would never allow. Although no fatalities occurred during this shoot, the tension on set was palpable, with cast members recalling the narrow margins between safety and catastrophe. A notable example of these hardships can be found in Hallelujah, 1929. Director King Vidor's dedication to authenticity led him to shoot many scenes outdoors, braving harsh weather conditions. The cast, made up of talented black performers, endured extreme heat during extended shoots. Despite these challenges, Hallelujah became a groundbreaking film, showcasing the resilience and artistry of its cast and crew. Pyrotechnic effects were a staple of early Hollywood productions, but were notoriously unsafe. In Old Ironsides, 1926, the climactic battle scene featured real cannons firing live explosives. One misfire sent shrapnel flying, injuring several crew members. Despite the risks, these dramatic effects captivated audiences, solidifying Hollywood's reputation for larger-than-life spectacle. Hollywood's golden age wasn't just about dazzling performances and breathtaking sets, it was also about creating larger-than-life images of beauty. But behind the allure of the silver screen, many actors and actresses paid an unimaginable price to maintain their looks, often subjecting themselves to dangerous and experimental treatments. Beauty products in the 1920s weren't just unregulated, they were often hazardous. One shocking example was the widespread use of radioactive face creams, marketed as miracle solutions for glowing skin. These products, infused with radium, promised to rejuvenate the face and erase wrinkles. But the long-term effects were devastating, leading to severe radiation poisoning, disfigurement, and even death for countless users. Actresses, under immense pressure to remain youthful, were frequent victims of these dangerous beauty trends. Clara Bow, the it girl of the 1920s, embodied the glamour and charm of the Jazz Age, but her flawless image came at a steep cost. Studios subjected her to grueling beauty regimens, including harsh chemical treatments to lighten her auburn hair and skin, often causing burns and irritation. Publicity shoots demanded long hours under blinding lights, while tabloids mercilessly scrutinized her appearance. Behind the scenes, the relentless pressure to maintain perfection took a toll on her mental health, exacerbating her anxiety. Yet, despite the demands and challenges, Clara's unfiltered authenticity and undeniable talent left a lasting legacy, revealing both the allure and the dark realities of Hollywood's golden age. The iconic dancers of the Ziegfeld Follies were admired for their radiant beauty, but their backstage routines revealed a harsher reality. Makeup in the 1920s often contained toxic ingredients like lead and mercury, which could cause severe skin damage over time. Dancers and actresses were expected to pile on these products for hours under hot stage lights, leading to burns, allergic reactions, and lasting harm. Rudolph Valentino, the Latin lover, faced his own battles with the industry's unattainable beauty standards. He was regularly criticized by the press for being too effeminate, with headlines mocking him as a pink powder puff. Studio executives pressured Valentino to maintain an exaggerated image of masculinity, pushing him into extreme diets, rigorous workouts, and constant public scrutiny. These demands weighed heavily on his psyche, contributing to his early death at just 31 years old. Perhaps most shocking were the experimental treatments studios imposed on their stars in the name of perfection. Actresses were subjected to excruciating procedures that were framed as revolutionary beauty advancements. Electrolysis, used to meticulously shape eyebrows, was a painful ordeal that often left burns or scars. Skin peels using abrasive chemicals were another common practice, leaving the actresses' faces raw and vulnerable to infections. The infamous beauty masks of the era, which emitted electric currents to firm the skin, became a bizarre symbol of Hollywood's relentless pursuit of the perfect face. Though marketed as harmless, these devices often caused burns, rashes, and long-term skin damage. Stars had little choice but to comply with these treatments, as studio contracts demanded flawless appearances at all costs. The toll these procedures took on their health and well-being was a haunting reminder of the sacrifices required to remain in the spotlight. The 1920s obsession with slim, lithe figures brought with it the rise of diet pills, marketed as miracle solutions for weight loss. Many actresses were pressured into taking these untested products to maintain the coveted flapper physique. These pills often contained amphetamines or other harmful stimulants, leading to rapid weight loss but severe health risks, including addiction, anxiety, and heart problems. Studios turned a blind eye to these dangers, focusing instead on how well the pills helped their stars fit the narrow mold of Hollywood beauty. In one particularly shocking case, an actress reportedly collapsed on set due to overuse of these substances, only to be sent home with instructions to rest and take more care. Lillian Gish, known as the First Lady of American cinema, embodied dedication and perseverance in the face of Hollywood's grueling demands. Despite her success, Gish often found herself sacrificing personal freedom to meet the relentless expectations of the studios. Long hours on set, combined with the physical challenges of shooting elaborate period pieces like The Birth of a Nation or Way Down East, tested her limits. Yet she persevered, solidifying her legacy as a cinematic pioneer. Contracts in the 1920s gave studios near total control over their stars. From appearance and public behavior to personal relationships, executives dictated every aspect of their lives. Publicity teams monitored stars closely, and minor infractions often led to fines, suspension, or career-ending blacklisting. Jean Harlow, for example, was famously forced to adopt her platinum blonde bombshell persona, highlighting how studios prioritized image over individuality. Morality clauses were a powerful tool used by studios to maintain their squeaky clean images. These clauses gave executives sweeping authority to terminate contracts if a star's personal life was deemed damaging to the studio's reputation. The broad and vague language meant even minor actions like being seen in the wrong place at the wrong time could ruin a career. Studios didn't just rely on hearsay, they hired private detectives to shadow stars, ensuring their behavior stayed within the studio's strict guidelines. A single incriminating photo or report could spell the end of a Hollywood dream. Behind the scenes, even the most daring stars needed a break. A candid photo of Buster Keaton, seemingly at ease with a cigarette in hand, contrasts sharply with his life-risking stunts on camera. These quiet moments of repose serve as a poignant reminder of the immense pressure and physical toll endured by Hollywood's most iconic performers. Keaton's calm demeanor masks the grueling demands and dangers of his work, making this glimpse behind the curtain all the more striking. The towering Hollywoodland sign, erected in 1923, was initially a real estate advertisement, but quickly became a symbol of the burgeoning film industry. Perched high in the hills, its massive letters seemed to proclaim the boundless opportunities of Hollywood. For aspiring actors and filmmakers, the sign embodied the dream of fame and success. But for those who struggled or failed under the industry's immense pressures, it cast a long, oppressive shadow. The sign's imposing presence loomed over every corner of Hollywood, a constant reminder of the stakes. Photos from the 1920s reveal the letters standing starkly against an undeveloped skyline, much like the raw ambitions of those arriving in Tinseltown. Its message was clear. The road to stardom was as steep and daunting. Over time, the Hollywoodland sign itself became a site of drama. The tragic story of Peg Entwistle, an aspiring actress who leapt to her death from the H, turned the sign into a haunting symbol of broken dreams. This incident, combined with the sign's bold declaration, made it a fitting icon for both the triumphs and tragedies of the Golden Age. Hollywood's Golden Age wasn't just a time of glitz and glamour. It was a stage for ambition, sacrifice, and untold drama. The stories we've shared today peel back the curtain to reveal the triumphs and tragedies that shaped an iconic era. Which story left you speechless? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss more shocking moments from history. Until next time, thank you for watching.